If you're someone that is looking to get into anime but aren't sure where to start, then you've clicked on the right video, because today I'm going to be giving my top 5 anime recommendations. And not only that, I'm going to be comparing them to movies and TV shows that you might be able to relate to and decide whether you would enjoy that anime or not. What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. More recently, people are starting to realize that anime is a very sophisticated, thought-provoking art form that has multiple layers of complexity. And because of that, it's been gaining a lot more popularity recently. So that's why in today's video, I'm going to be recommending my top 5 anime recommendations for someone that has never seen anime before, but is intrigued and is looking to finally see the light. And if you're someone that already watches anime, stick around and you might find one or two that you haven't seen and will definitely be worth the watch. So I had a few criteria when picking out this anime. I made sure they were on the shorter side. That means they have less than 200 episodes. And I know you think 200 episodes is a lot, but trust me, it's not when it comes to anime. 2, I made sure that they all, or most of them anyway, have a theme that's relatable to something that we've either seen in movies or TV shows, but is expressed differently in its own unique way. And 3, all these anime have been recommended to people who have either A, tried anime and just couldn't get into it, B, they've tried anime and they absolutely hated it, or C, they've never tried anime before, they knew nothing about it except what everyone says, that it's for nerds and whatever, and they've all loved every single one of the recommendations I'm going to give. So you know these are all certified. And without much further ado, let's get into it. So the first one is My Hero Academia. So if you're into superhero movies, Marvel, DC, then chances are this will be a good start anime for you. This anime is set in a world where majority of the population have superpowers, or what they call quirks. And they have schools that actually teach and train people that want to become heroes. So think Xavier School for Extraordinary Children. The show follows the main character who falls into that weak kid trying to become stronger archetype. And I've seen a few anime like this already, and honestly I'm still not that tired of it, especially when this anime does such a good job of showing his progress. So if you're just starting out, I'm sure you'll definitely enjoy it. It has amazing fight scenes and really good soundtrack for the perfect moments that will literally make your hair stand up. There's a lot of themes of friendship and camaraderie that makes it an all-round wholesome show. And I'm sure you can guess that if majority of the population have superpowers and some of them want to become superheroes, it only makes sense that there are some that go down the path of supervillain. And the constant interaction and clashes between these two factions gets explored, which is really exciting. And yeah, like I said, so far everyone that I've recommended this anime to has loved it, and they've never seen anime before, or they've tried and they hated anime, and they absolutely loved My Hero Academia. So you know this is a solid recommendation. Definitely check it out if you feel like it's something you'd like. The next one on the list is Death Note. And no, not the Netflix movie, the actual original anime, Death Note. So Death Note follows Yagami Light, who is a high school student, top of his class and region, basically a nerd, which is what you'll become if you start watching anime. So he finds a notebook that was dropped by a death god or Shinigami, and he finds out that writing someone's name inside this causes them to die, hence the name Death Note. So he takes on the persona of an anonymous vigilante Kira, who uses his very above average intellect to carry out what he believes to be justice against the criminals of society that he deems the justice system has failed to properly punish. He becomes infamous with his newfound ability, and he tries his best to avoid getting caught by those who wish to figure out his identity and ruin him, such as the police. So this was actually the first proper anime that I had ever seen, and I think I watched it when it just finished airing in either 07 or 08, I don't remember. But what I do remember was the feeling of excitement that I had watching this new sort of genre of film, I guess. And honestly, since then I've never looked back. And yeah, like I said, it was my first anime, so Death Note basically took my anime virginity. So if you like TV shows or movies that have to do with a mastermind protagonist with like really high IQ tactics, manipulative strategies that constantly keep you on the edge of your seat, then you are going to love Death Note. Think Dexter and Sherlock Holmes combined. So number 3, we have Hunter x Hunter. And I was a bit hesitant to put this on the list because of one drawback, which I'll get to in a bit. So Hunter x Hunter is about a kid whose deadbeat dad left him to go to God knows where, doing God knows what. Okay, I'm joking, but that's literally almost every shonen anime ever. So this anime world centers around people called hunters. And I don't know the best way to describe them, but they're basically licensed individuals that hunt for different things, like beasts or rare artifacts or even other people. Yes, they hunt humans. So the main character, Gon, goes on a journey to become a hunter in order to find his father, who is also a hunter, and he has no clue what this entails. He just ups and leaves home at I think 10 years old, and we get to follow him on that journey of discovering what it takes to actually become a hunter. He meets a lot of friends along the way and some very weird characters. And without giving too much away, there is a lot more that goes into this than you would initially think. And what I'm saying is, it has a bit of a slow start. But I will say that there are abilities and powers. But what I really liked the most about the show, ironically, was the friendship part of it. Seeing the interactions between Gon and Killua was very heartwarming, and the bonds he made along the way, and just his innocent, naive or instinctive nature made it very enjoyable to watch.
すごいと思った者には善悪の区別なく称賛し心を開く。つまりこいつは危ういんだ。言うなれば目利きが全く通用しない五分の品。
But don't think this is some happy-go-lucky type of anime. It isn't. It does have some dark elements to it as well. But yeah, it's really hard to compare it to anything commercial. I'll just say kind of like My Hero Academia. The variety of powers and abilities is top class, and I would say better than My Hero Academia. The fightings are amazing and you get to see them get stronger exponentially compared to My Hero Academia, that's more of a slow burner. The ratio of fights to storytelling or story building is all around amazing. So my only critique about this show is that it's incomplete, and that's a weird criticism to have, but we only get a few arcs, and I remember how invested I got into it because of how interesting it was, and then I realized that the creator is on a hiatus because of a chronic condition that he has, so chances of us getting any new episodes is practically zero. And yeah, I know the pain that I felt knowing that, you know, everything that I saw is just going to end there and I'm not going to see how it progresses, how it's going to end. And anyone who's watching this that has seen anime already or that has seen this already knows the disappointment that I'm talking about. So watch and get addicted at your own risk is all I'm saying. And it's a bit hard for me to say who exactly is going to love this anime or going to enjoy it. It's very unique, and I would say almost anyone can enjoy it. I know it's kind of cheating, but honestly, I can't really place my hand on this sort of person that wouldn't enjoy it. Let me just put it like that. So if you do have an open mind, definitely give it a watch, and like I said, be patient with it because it does start out a bit slow, but once it gets into the swing of it, you really enjoy it. And the anime that comes in at number 2 is Erased. This anime is about a guy that has the ability to travel back in time. Sounds cool, right? Wrong. It's not just a voluntary time travel. He can't control when or where he goes to, but he does know that wherever he gets sent, he has to find something that is out of place and correct it before a tragic event occurs. Now the story follows one particular travel or jump that happens more than once and extends longer than his usual one, which kind of lets you know that this event is like no other and he really has to find out what is happening before it's too late. Think about the Butterfly Effect by Ashton Kutcher. This anime is very similar to that. So this anime isn't like any of the other anime that I have on the list. It's not action packed. It's very different, but it's probably one of the best piece of writing I've seen in anime in a very long time. The animation is amazing and just the overall plot of the show is top tier. So I highly recommend it. It's another one that I've recommended to people with no experience with anime and they've all loved it so far. Like no one has given any bad review of it. And it's only 10 episodes, so you literally get through it in like 4 hours. Just binge watch it on Netflix, and if you don't like it, it's almost like no time even passed. Honestly, if you like thriller and time travel, which is a very weird mix, you'll definitely love this anime. If you're even a bit intrigued by those two genres coming together, then definitely check out Erased. Yes, I'm sure we all saw this coming. The number one on my list of anime recommendations is, drumroll please, Shingeki no Kyojin. Saying the Japanese name so I can come across as a proper weeb that knows what he's talking about. Or as it's more popularly known, Attack on Titan. This anime, I cannot put into words how good it is. I want to give it a 10 out of 10 because as long as I've been watching it, it has not disappointed me in any aspect, and I hope it continues to be that way. So it's set in a world where there are these monsters called Titans that eat people, and humanity had to make walls to protect themselves and keep these creatures out so they don't come in and basically have an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Grab me that human. But sir, we're still on the road. Grab me that human.
There's a group of individuals called the Survey Corps that protect the wall from the Titan, and the mechanic behind their fighting is so uniquely thought out and really immerses you into the action scenes. So basically the story starts when a Titan broke one of these walls and things begin to unfold. Why did they break the wall? How did they break it? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Cotton Eye Joe. And it's basically the job of the Survey Corps, which I mentioned earlier, to answer all these questions or to figure it out. And they go on these expeditions outside of the wall and they come across Titans. They either capture them, perform experiments, or try to find ways to learn new things about them, and also to find if there's any human civilization outside of the walls. A lot of things get revealed, and honestly the layers of storytelling and world building done is just impeccable. I think they have had maybe one questionable scene for me, but besides that the plot is quite solid. Plus they have one of anime favorite waifu, which is Mikasa, so you 100% have to watch it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment any anime that you've tried watching, or if you liked or hated any of the ones mentioned in the video, and recommend me some new anime as well. I'm in need of watching some new ones. Yeah, thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.